All right. Good afternoon to those of you on the East Coast. A good afternoon to those of you on the West Coast. I'm your host, Brandon Troy, host and co creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. And just as you saw in the title, we do have a cool guest, on tap for you guys talking about the app known as Gains. So without further ado, I want to welcome the gentleman who will be, discussing further about this awesome fitness app, Mr. Hayes Kanyike. Let me bring him on now.
Hey, how you doing,
Hey, what's
Brandon?
going, man? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, just to get the ground running, can you talk briefly about how the week has been going? I mean, this is the first weekend of South by Southwest. It's gonna
Right,
it's gonna be going well into the week.
right.
So how has the show been for you thus far?
Yeah, the show has been great. Today's actually our first day here.
All right,
So
awesome.
yeah, so we're getting a great response. People are learning about Games app, and we're having a good time sharing that product with them.
Outstanding, outstanding. So, just as I said, we're talking about the Gains app. From what I understand, it is an app that allows you to really, invest, in your fitness through competition. So, are you able to elaborate, further on that and the specifics of that?
Sure. If you're a personal trainer, the app allows you to turn your routines into challenges. And when you turn your routine into a challenge, those challenges go into a marketplace where if you're an athlete, you find the challenges and you compete. Each challenge has a pot prize that you can win. So you can go find a challenge, pay an entry fee. The entry fee is set by the creator. In this example, it's the personal trainer. You pay the entry fee, you compete live. When that competition is over, if you're the winner, the money that's in that pot comes to you. And the way it works is in terms of the payouts, 75% goes to the athlete who won, 15% is always going to go to the judge who's created the challenge, and 10% is going to go to Gains App as the admin fee.
Awesome, awesome. And can you, that's such, a unique perspective of not only how you have incorporated the trainer, but also the consumer who would be participating. So can you talk a little further on that dynamic of not only determining the the trainer themselves, and being able to give the go ahead, or to allow for those fitness challenges that they're able to produce, but also outside of the trainers themselves being able to determine the incentive, as you were mentioning just now.
Yeah, sure. I mean, one thing I do want to point out is even though we have three users, the judge, who's also the creator, the competitor, and the spectator, any user can be in any role that they wish to be. The only difference is if you want to be a judge, you have to qualify to be a judge.
Got you.
Typically, you have to have a background of a personal trainer, but if you don't have that background, you can take a very short quiz. It's 10 questions that will determine whether or not you know how to judge, right? Meaning you understand exercise, you understand form, you understand how to count reps. We're able to determine that very quickly, and then you get a badge that qualifies you as a judge. So once you qualify to be a judge, you're able to create challenges now. And the incentive that you were speaking about is you get to set the entry fee of that pot. It could be $5, $20, whatever amount you deem necessary for the competition that you're creating. It's entirely up to you. Everything is user generated. And what I love about it is you're actually competing with other creators and other judges. You know, some judges may have very simplified routines that they're putting on the marketplace that are performing very well. Performing very well, meaning a lot of people are finding them um, attractive and they're competing in those competitions. Whereas you may have a judge that's focusing on very hard, intense routines that only a select few can participate in. So it's entirely up to you. The market is there and it's going to determine that. But outside of that, people are also able to make bets, and they bet with each other, not with the platform, but with each other. And when a competition is taking place, they can wager on whoever they feel is going to be come out at the top.
Awesome, awesome. And and you talking about, that split, I'm gonna get, kind of practical with you in terms of what would be the options. There's so many different avenues that, people are able to earn their funds digitally. So,
Yeah.
what are gonna be those options that, people are able to choose to be able to participate in that split, if you will. So if we're talking PayPal, if we're talking Cash App, if we're talking about all those different options of them being able to receive that.
Are you referring to the payment processing? What part are you referring to?
I guess you could say the payment processing, like in terms of the options that would be available once we're getting to that
I,
part of the
I
process where
no, it's a
the
good
splits
question.
are happening.
Yeah, I understand. It's a good question. So, what I will say is we built a platform that accommodates uh, all forms of currencies. Uh, we also have a digital token that at this time we're going to put onto the back, and we're not going to roll that portion out. But in the future, you be able to participate using your native currency or a digital currency as well. But let me just tell
Gotcha.
you what we are using right now. We are using Stripe, which is the integrated payment processor.
Okay.
When you set up your profile, you create a wallet. You get a wallet. In that wallet, you get to link your debit card or credit card, and you get to link your bank account. So you use your debit or credit card to add funds into your Gains app wallet, and you're going to use those funds to either enter a challenge or place a wager. If you win, anything that you win goes right back into your wallet, and you can just transfer it to your bank account.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. So with that being said, I want to thank you so much, Hayes, for hopping on and talking, briefly about your app. Um, happening that you guys are demonstrating over at South by Southwest. I believe if I want to make sure that I have the booth that folks can find you. They can find you at number 1642 if
Yes.
I understand correctly. So
Correct.
yes, you can check out Gaines app over at South by Southwest booth 1642. Again, Hayes, thank you so much. And actually, before I let you go, one other question I do want to ask is, as I
Sure.
said, we're on the top end, if you will, of the show versus the tail end. There's still more show to go, so to speak.
Right.
Will you have an opportunity to get into any, leisure activities, between now and the end of the show? And if so, what are some of those things that you're looking forward to do?
I hope so. What I'm really looking forward to is trying out the food, so
Oh
in the
yeah.
restaurants.
Oh
So
yeah. I was gonna
that's what I'm looking
ask.
forward
I was
to.
gonna ask. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right. Outstanding. Outstanding. So, again, Hayes, thank you so much, man. I'm your host, Brandon Choi, guys, host and co-creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited.
Thank you,
Thank you
brother.
guys so much for watching. Be safe out there, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so
Peace.
much. Peace.